Hey guys, I just want to make another quick video on setting goals for the new year. Last time I did a video on making goals per week, and then now I just want to kind of talk about setting total goals for a year. So that's going to be this bottom section here, so we'll just get into it. So basically, for setting total goals for a year, I have it set up as what's my goal and the task. So just like the weekly goals, we would track every week how many times we do something to meet our yearly goal. So for, let's say, pieces of content, I'm tracking each week how many pieces of content I put out. And then current total, it's just a simple summation of everything in that line. The trick here is how we compare our current total to what we're on track for our goal. So for that, we'll be using the conditional formatting. So if we open up the conditional formatting to manage the rules on this current section, current selection, we'll see the equation I've put in here. So basically we're doing format only cells that contain a cell value less than this equation. This equation is we're taking what's in column A and dividing it by 52. So basically we're just figuring out how many times we should be doing this for a week. For a goal of 52 times a year, with 52 weeks, it's a simple 50 divided by 52, so that's 1. And then we're multiplying it times the count A in this entire range. So that's this entire row of weeks. So what this is doing is it's counting all the cells in that range that have a value. So in this case, it's 3 cells. So basically it's taking the average of what we've done so far and comparing it to the pace we need to keep up for the number of weeks. So from that we can kind of see basically what we would need to do next week to stay on pace, or if we could fall off. And for content pieces, we're doing okay. We could actually not do stuff for a couple weeks and still be on pace. For get-togethers, where we have a goal of 12 a year, so once a month. We haven't done any yet, so obviously we're behind. And we would need to do one within a 4-week span to stay on task. But if we don't do it again, we're back off task. So from here, I just want to go ahead and do an example on how you would do that conditional formatting or the equations. So we already have our sum here, so it's just the sum of the total in this row. And we need to set up the conditional formatting to compare it to our goal. So what we'll do here is go to conditional formatting, and we'll make a new rule. Formatting only cells that contain a cell value. So less than our goal divided by the number of weeks in a year, 52, and then times the count A of our range of weeks. And we'll close the equation up, select our formatting, which in this case I'll pick a fill with a red behind it like I have on other places in the spreadsheet. And that's all we'll need to do. So from here we see if we have a goal of 3, 3 divided by 52 is some very small number. So as long as we do one soon, we'll be on pace. So one thing that's a little different from the weekly is that we do need to put in our zeros here. Since we're dividing by the total number of weeks, we do have to put the zeros to get those counts when we actually don't do anything. So for example, for books read, let's add a 0 here. Um, we can see that we're off pace with this, right? Uh, being 4 weeks in, we should have read more than one book. We probably should have read two, right? So this is telling us that we are off pace. But if we don't input these zeros, it messes up our count. So it thinks we're only actually 1 week into it, and we're on pace. So we do need to put the zeros here to actually track the values properly. Another item that makes it a bit less flexible is that you can't start goals in the middle of the year as easily. You'd have to, say if you start in week 5, use 47 in your conditional formatting. So if we started in week 5, we would have to come in here and take, I guess it'd actually be 4, so we take 4 off of 52, so we'd use something like 48 here. So it's not as flexible or forgiving for starting things in the middle of the year. If you want a goal of washing your car 12 times in the middle of the year, it makes it a little bit more difficult. You have to be a little bit more involved in the equation. It's not going to be the same everywhere. So I think that's all I plan on doing for goals for right now. Maybe I'll leave a sample Excel sheet when I get one going later on. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching.